There is a full-on thunderstorm happening outside right now. To read with. Ooh, that was right outside my window. Hello everyone, my name is Katie, and in today's video I will be comparing both the Kindle Scribe with the Boox Air3. These are two e-ink tablets. Before we jump right in, I will leave timestamps down below for you in case there's a specific thing that you want to know about these two tablets going up against each other, so definitely check that out down below. I will also have links to all of these devices down below in case you're curious. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So both of these e-ink tablets have 10-inch screens. They both come with the pencils. Both of these have 16 gigabytes of storage. The Kindle Scribe is just a regular e-ink tablet. It has no color to it. It's just the regular black and white. And the Boox Air does have a color display, although the colors are very muted down and very pastel-y colors. You're not getting anything really bright, but it does have that color to it, which I find to be very cool. And I really enjoy the color aspect of that device. So now we're moving on to the pencils. So these are the pencils to both devices. The Amazon pencil is a soft touch. It's slightly longer than the Boox pencil, and I think width-wise, I think they're about the same. Maybe the Boox one is like slightly bigger, but not by much at all. The Boox pencil is a lot harder. It's not like the nice soft touch one from the Kindle Scribe that I really enjoy. They're both magnetic. They can stick to the side of the e-ink tablets, so you can erase with this pen, which is really cool. I enjoy that. And the Kindle Scribe pen does have a button. You can set the button here to do something specific like erase or to highlight. So that's what that button is useful for. And the Boox pen does not have any sort of buttons going on, and you cannot erase with the bottom of it. There are some cool ways to be able to erase with this pencil. It does have a Pro option for the pen, but that's an extra $89 that you would have to spend, so that's something to think about. The same thing with the Amazon one. I do have the premium one, but they do have a basic option. Recently, when I was checking the prices of the Kindle Scribe, it came with the premium pen. The good thing about the Kindle Scribe is that through Amazon, they do have a lot of deals going on with it, and it's always at a much better discounted price. That is a good thing that they're bringing the price down, and we'll get more into why it's better for them to lower the price of this device. None of these pencils have to be charged. Having to worry about charging a pencil can be pretty frustrating. These two work as is. I love the feel of the Amazon one more, so for me this one wins this comparison, but this one works very well. So now we get into the note-taking parts of these e-ink tablets. So I'm first going to start off with the Boox Air, because this is where that device really shines with the note-taking part. You get so many more tools, so many more options with this device. It works beautifully, and having those pastel-y colors to be able to further customize your notebooks, it's just really great. I think they did a really good job adding all of these features. You can tell that it was very well thought out, everything that they put on there, and there's just so much you can do. Being able to erase with a pen is also really great because you can use the lasso tool to erase. With the Kindle pen, you can erase with the bottom, and I love that feature, but sometimes it can erase too much, and in that aspect it can be a little frustrating. The Kindle Scribe note-taking side is just so basic. You don't really get a lot of features. You don't really get a lot of tools. You just kind of have a few. It's only good for journaling, really, which is fine. I love it for journaling. I use it for journaling. I like that I'm not distracted by everything else. But with the amount that we're paying for this device, in my opinion, it should have a lot more tools that you could use for your note taking, just like a little bit more, so that I can customize my journaling or my notes a lot more. It's so basic right now. You do get the option for different layouts. You do get the same thing with the Boox Note Air, but I feel like you just get so much more with the Boox Note Air. The Kindle Scribe is just lacking a lot in that department. It does feel really nice to write on the Kindle Scribe. It would have been really nice to have a few more features, especially for the amount that we're paying. I do hope that they keep upgrading it. We have received some updates, but I really do think that they should put a little bit more. You can still keep it as the Kindle Scribe and as a Kindle device, but you could just add a little bit more. So I think for the note-taking side, the Boox Note Air definitely wins in this category because it is really, really great for note-taking. Customization. So with the Kindle Scribe, again, you get this beautiful home screen. I love the artworks for all of these. They're really beautiful, and you could also put whatever book you're reading at the moment. You could put it as your cover, and you can customize and put your own covers, but you have to go through kind of like a whole thing to be able to do that. And the Boox Note Air, you can just upload pictures through your phone, and you could do it very quickly and easily, and then just put that as your home screen. So the customization is a lot better with the Boox Note Air. You just get to do a little bit more. You get to add your own personal photos, and you can't really do that with the Kindle Scribe. You're extremely limited on how much you could do with it. Now we're moving on to the apps. So the Kindle Scribe does not have an app store. You can access anything like that. The only thing that you have are your books. You can access Goodreads a lot quicker with your Kindle Scribe, which is really good for when you're reading and you want to rate your books and things like that. But you don't really have apps. It's not really something that you have with the Kindle Scribe. You just get whatever Kindle gives you, and that's it. The Note Air does have the Google Play Store, and you can download apps through there. But a lot of the apps that you can download aren't really going to function or work really well on the Note Air, so there's really like no point to having it. You can download the Kindle app and read your Kindle books through there, which is really nice, but you can't write on your books if you do that. And then you can have the Libby app as well, which is really great to be able to check out library books. And if you want to know more about Libby, I did make a video talking more in depth about what Libby is and how to use it, so I will link that down below for you and up here as well. So you can have some apps that work and work really well, but a high majority of them just aren't going to work very well for you. Videos aren't going to look good. You do have apps, but you can't really use them, sort of thing. I did see other people say that you can download other note-taking apps, which would be very interesting and good to look into to see if we could do that. In that case, that would be really cool. But I know that a lot of the other apps aren't gonna work really well with the e-ink tablet, and it's going to be very laggy, very jumpy. So I don't really fault the Kindle Scribe for that because you can't really use it in the other tablet. So now we get into the e-reader portion of both these tablets. So the Boox Note Air has its own library, and from there you can download books. And in the book that I downloaded, I was able to write on this book. And I could zoom in and out. I can write right on it. I have options of so many different pencils. You have like a marker, a pen, a pencil option tool. I can use all of them, and I can use different colors to highlight and write things out, and it worked really well. But if you did decide to download the Kindle app through your Note Air, through that app you can't write on your books. You could only really do the whole sticky note option like you can on the Kindle Scribe, and you can only type them out, because I was trying to be able to write with the pencil and it wouldn't let me do that. Now we get into the Kindle Scribe, and reading on a Kindle is so satisfying to me and I love it. I do prefer the Kindle Scribe to read in. I just think it looks a lot better. I like that my Kindle Scribe, the brightness can be a lot brighter. I like that it looks like actual paper and it doesn't look like I'm looking at a screen really. Whereas the other one, it does sort of feel like I'm looking at a screen and not a page out of a book. But that's just me. It's just like a slight difference. I do enjoy reading way more on the Kindle Scribe. And so for that, I'm just going to say that the Kindle Scribe I like better in terms of reading. But they're both really great, and being able to write on your books is a lot of fun. And with the Kindle Scribe, you do have the sticky notes option where you could just write on there and you can save everything that you write. You can write with your pencil or you can type stuff out. It just depends on what you like to do. And you can email all of your notes to yourself. For me, I do enjoy the Kindle Scribe more for reading, but they're both really great and I can't fault the Boox Note Air, because it still is really great. Again, you do get a lot more with the Note Air because you can write on your books there and have a little more fun with the colors and the pencils and that sort of thing. They both have similar pressure sensitivity when it comes to the pencil tool on both of the devices. So that's something to keep in mind as well. You can do like lighter strokes and things like that. But if you're using like the pen option, the marker, the fountain pen, you can only do one stroke. You can do really nice calligraphy with it because it gives you the different strokes when you're writing on it. A upstroke is a very thin line and a downstroke is a thicker line, and so it's really great to do calligraphy and that sort of thing. So now we get into the pricing. The Boox Note Air 3 is $4.99, which is a lot. That's not even including if you want to get the Pro Pencil and a case for it. It can add up really quickly, and it's a lot for an e-ink tablet. And then the Kindle Scribe, the last I checked, it was $264, but I'll put it up on the screen for you. The good thing about the Kindle Scribe is that the price is lowered a lot, and I think maybe that's because a lot of people aren't gravitating towards the Kindle Scribe because it is still pricey. And you do have the notes, but again, it's just so limited on what you can do, and I feel like they can add way more and still keep it less distractive than other devices. I mean, come on, you just get like this tiny little bar at the side. Like, you could add a lot more and still keep it like a Kindle device. They'll always have a deal going on, so I would not pay the full price. I think the full price was around $369. I would definitely say wait, don't pay that price at all. It'll come down a lot more. Again, the last time that I checked, it was including the premium pencil, which is really nice. So it was all like included in the price. And to me, that is a much better deal. At this point, it's just figuring out which one would be a better option for you. I mean, in terms of all the features and everything, I think the Boox Note Air wins because you're getting so much more that the Kindle Scribe is lacking. But because of that high price point, it seems like way too much to pay for that device unless it's something that you're like really looking for and it's gonna meet all of your needs. Then at that point, go for it. I think you won't be disappointed because you are getting so many more tools and options and customization. The Kindle Scribe is just a very basic version. I still love this device. I don't regret getting it, even though I've had so much fun playing with the Boox No Air. I'm still very happy with my Kindle Scribe. Again, I use this mostly for reading, and I do like being able to journal in this. And so being able to read on this has been really nice. I do love the bigger screen size. I do like that I can turn this and have the 2 pages on either side, or I can just have like a full page here. I like it because to me it's like having an actual full page of a book. The other devices, I feel like they're chopping it in half. It's just deciding which one you want to spend your own money on and which one would be a better option for you. I don't regret getting my Kindle Scribe. My mom doesn't regret getting the Boox No Air. We're both very happy with both devices, and so I really hope that this video helps you out. If it did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!